the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdurrashid Bawa, who traveled for lesser Hajj with his wife, children, parents, and other family members about a month ago. It was revealed that while in Jeddah and Mecca, they stayed in Sheraton Hotel, which cost about $15,000 for 10 days per room, and Mr. Bawa paid for 6 rooms, and the hotel accommodation for the trips is estimated to be around $300,000. We understand the need for a religious pilgrimage for every personal individual, but we have failed in every possible thought to justify how Abdurrashid Bawa could easily afford that luxury without batting an eyelid. It is of great concern to everyone how the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, would opt in for such a luxury that was not funded by the government, even with an obvious knowledge of what his monthly take-home is. An agency like the EFCC is built on accountability and frauds at fund mismanagement, embezzlement, and other vices. If the chairman is therefore found wanting in any regard to the transparency of such trip funding, are we not making a huge mistake as a nation still having him in the position of power? It therefore remains no proper justification for the career of spending. We should therefore say that Mr. Bawa has continued to exhibit incompetence and unprofessionalism in managing the affairs of the agency. His never-ending display of ineptitude and his leadership will create greater mishap within the noble agency. The Coalition of Concerned Citizens frowns at the magnanimous exhibition of the corrupt practices, breach of public trust, and abuse of power by Bawa. Mr. Bawa needs to come clean on the way and manner he has prosecuted the anti-corruption fight, and should therefore explain how seized assets by the EFCC are being sold without adherence to due process, which exclude all forms of kickbacks gotten from such process. For the record, Mr. Bawa was found wanting and reported arrested and detained in 2019 at the Port Harcourt office of the Commission, where he was the zonal head, on the fraudulent sale of trucks, which necessitated his removal and detention by the same EFCC for selling at least 244 commission-seized patrol-bearing trucks worth about 20 and 30 million naira each to his proxies at a ridiculous amount of 100,000 naira through a shady auction exercise. Also recently, a Lokoja High Court convicted and ordered his arrest and committal to Kuje Correctional Center until he purged himself of the contempt. Nevertheless, he proceeded to harass, investigate, and persecute those who secured these rightful orders. The EFCC chairman even expanded his persecution to other individuals who were never done lawful business with the Kogi state government without fault. We humbly ask everyone here, has the rule of law been changed to favor anyone above the law itself? Is Bawa's primary role as EFCC chairman meant to help treasury looters evade justice? What is the essence of an anti-corruption chief who actively promotes sleaze? A disregard for the law still remains an offense, the highest of this great nation. Since Mr. Bawa is not above the law, why should he ridicule our judiciary before our very own eyes? All of the fundamental issues we have raised here are not something that was in clandestine. It is not something that is hidden. There are things that are obvious. There are things that there are informations out there. He's going for lesser Hajj and lodging at a hotel worth $15,000 per night is not a smear campaign. People that went there with him and people that the informations are out there. Whatever it is that we are saying, you can verify the authenticity of the informations out there. And as a forum, we are not being sponsored by any individual. No individual have that moral standing to sponsor us to smear the profile of any individual. So with all of our allegations, all of the things that we have raised here are fundamentals and can be verified out there. Taking a woman on national TV.